Hi, this is a foreigner in the Philippines. Well, anytime that you think that you're in a bit of a muddle and you need to get out of it, that's a confusion, isn't it? You don't know what to do next. Well, what I found is that you need a few simple tools. One is you need a dust mask. And the next, you need to clean up. Well, what do you need to clean up? Well, let me show you what you need to clean up. And while I'm doing it, I'll show you what I've been doing here in our workshop come guest house. Right? So a lot of people think, well, some of my good friends who I listen to very, very carefully because they talk sense and they're sane, say, well, why are you working on a guest house when your house isn't finished? And you know what? Maybe I got something in my ear. That's absolutely true, and it does make sense. But let me walk you around our guest house as it is right now. We've run out of spare cash to actually employ people to come in and do stuff. So guess who it's down to? Yeah, so let me okay, so what you're looking at is from the front door. Let me take you from the front door. Okay, so this is where we walk in. As you can see, got a little step there, and we go into what actually will be a small porch. This will be netting rather than windows, so that you still get the fresh air, and you will look out onto what I think is a great view. Okay, so there's the view. How bad can that be? A lot of work to be done here. Got to either render or panel in this door. And oh gosh, who could that be? Bibi, good morning.
Good morning.
This is beautiful Bibi.
Thank you.
Okay. So you want to go and ask Auntie Beth if you can have a biscuit?
Huh?
You go see Auntie Beth. She'll give you a biscuit. Okay? So, that was Bibi. This is the main room. We're going to keep this room open and probably do it the same style as in hostels across Europe. They used to do mixed sex, men and women all in the same thing, keep their clothes on modestly, sleep in bunk beds. Very basic and very cheap. So here's the original posts. Obviously we left those in. Why would you take them out? The main structure was there. So we went and we just built around it. Now I'm going to panel in a lot of this on both sides. Now my brother-in-law says don't panel in on both sides because the lizards can get in behind the paneling. Well, the lizards will get in anyway, so we're going to panel. Probably with plywood and then paint. So it has at least a reasonably western feel to it. But all of this timber work, which I like, it's all very rustic, but I like that. And all of that will be left open. But this here will be covered in. Haven't decided whether we're going to put actual windows in here or not. There will be a hinged panel which opens kind of well, country style. It'll be a solid panel made up of this bamboo paneling. It's a woven very thin bamboo, which is actually very nice. So we'll probably do that. So I've been working today on the floor. It needs a lot more work done to it because you've got things like this that have happened on my nice, it was a nice floor before, but work's gone on. People have been cementing those blocks in, so inevitably there's some cleaning up to do, but it'll all come off pretty easy. So the point that I'm really trying to make is that if in doubt, if you're in some kind of a confusion, if you've reached one of those places where you say, not quite sure what to do next, just do anything. This morning I came out, I thought, well, had another little piece of bad news. Not terribly bad, it's not going to bother us much, but I could have done without it. A little more stupidity. And I thought, what can I do? Well, you see this, despite what it may look like, we were not hit by a typhoon. We just had some work done. And this is kind of what the work site now looks like. We've got some cleaning up to do. The guys, the Superman team, they worked until late, until it was dark, until it was after dark, and they finished off what they could, and they left the cleaning up to be done another time. Well, this is another time. And there's our grader, which we need a stronger truck for. All things in their time. This is where some of the other work is done. This is the back wall of the bathroom, and as it's a private place, we'll have a small window here that is above head height, just for a little light, and this will be for an extractor fan. And all of that paneling is now done, but of course the rendering has still to go in on the block to make it look nice. And here we've got the pipe from the toilet coming out, and I'm standing on the sealed concrete cap of our septic tank. And I did notice that I don't see a breather pipe anywhere. Not sure what Pastor Timio's plan was for that, but I've been doing a little clearing up on the back here just to get things looking a little tidier, not a whole lot. So we've had a little tidy up. This is a typical rural farm, hilltop farm, and things can get very messy. We've got a lot of children, 5 children, and anybody knows who's got children, they are mess makers. The one thing they do very well is make a mess. The one thing they don't do very well is clear up after themselves. Well, that's kids. So